Previously on the MLB Guillotine. That one's... It's going to get down. It's going to get down. It's a walk-off base hit for the Marlins. Miami wins. Ball's on the ground. It's a base hit. Tying run is aboard for Arizona. Lourdes Gurriel at the plate. Trevor Megill. This one's going to be laced. Couldn't even set that one up. Laced to the second baseman. And that means we still remain tied at the bottom of the National League. I have brought in the special counsel, a.k.a. my girlfriend, to try and settle this because I'm honestly at a moral dilemma here. Basically what's going on here is we've got two teams at the bottom of the cut line here in the Diamondbacks and the Marlins. Now, they play each other in the next series.
Blah, blah, blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again. I wasn't listening.
The next day.
Aaron, what do you say? What should we do with the Diamondbacks and Marlins?
They lost 3 in a row. They could have tried to better their chances.
You heard her, D-backs fans. Get the heck out. If you guys missed it on the last episode of the MLB Guillotine on the National League side, we eliminated the Arizona Diamondbacks. It was a little bit of a complicated decision because we had played through 11 days. We knew it was going to be between the Marlins, Pirates, and Diamondbacks. Then we simulated that 12th day. The Marlins won. The Diamondbacks lost. It put the Marlins and Diamondbacks, as well as the Pirates, all even. The Pirates had beaten the Marlins, so we gave them that tiebreaker. But the Diamondbacks had an impending series against the Marlins, so it was kind of a question of, do you let that series play out, and then that's the way you determine the cut, or do we go ahead and make the cut then and there, and go ahead and get rid of a team and just kind of do our own manual tiebreaker? What we ended up doing was we ended up eliminating the Diamondbacks. My girlfriend helped me out a little bit because I was like, you know what, I need to know. I need an unbiased third party to come in and figure this out. Because the Diamondbacks were 2-8 in their last 10 and lost 3 in a row, that was enough for us to, finally decide, hey, you know what, go pound sand, Diamondbacks. Sorry to all you Diamondbacks fans out there. So the Diamondbacks are done. In case you missed it, our division leaders are the Nationals, Brewers, and Giants. So now we move on to see who is the next team to be cut here in the Guillotine. Not much to write home about on the eve of cut date number 2 in the National League, as it is pretty much a done deal. The Marlins will be eliminated. Taking a look back at that series that they had against the Diamondbacks, we thought about determining the first National League cut by using that Diamondbacks and Marlins series, and had we done that, the Diamondbacks would have won and stayed alive, which would have made today's episode a little bit more fun because the D-backs and Pirates are neck and neck at the bottom of the National League. But alas, it looks like the Marlins are pretty much done.
The next day.
So after simulating that day, it did not get any better for the Marlins as they are 6-19. They lost again. They are now 4 games back at the cut date. They are, again, officially eliminated. We've got the Rockies, Reds, and Pirates all at 10 wins. That'll be a lot of fun if those teams kind of stay the same because that next National League episode is going to be nuts. I made the mention in the American League video that if a team were to not play on a cut date and they were the team set to be eliminated, that they would be able to live to fight another day. But because the Marlins are so far back, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate them here. I mean, that situation's really reserved for when a team is like within a game or two, but the Marlins are so far behind that it's not really going to matter. So we're going to go ahead and simulate here through cut date number 2 here in the National League. But don't fret, baseball will be played in this episode as we will see the swan song for the Miami Marlins. Solo home run from Griffin Conine, and the Marlins are in business. Two-run home run from Luke Raley, and now the Mariners have the lead. run blast from Connor Norby. And now the Marlins are back in front. A double from Cal Raleigh is now going to force Sandy Alcantara out of this game because they don't really want to give up anything else here for the Marlins. But we're going to put in Anthony Bender. One run is in on the Randy Arozarena single. Andrew Nardi now in for the Marlins. Gives up a walk. Runners at first and second now. Strike out. One run is in. Game is tied on the Julio Rodriguez single. Marlins and Mariners are tied at 4 with 2 gone in the top of the 9th. The pitch from Munoz. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And now the Mariners will try to walk this one off. One down, bottom of the 9th inning. Julio Rodriguez at the plate with 2 men on. The pitch is put back up the middle. Is it going to be a double play ball? It will be. And we're headed to extras. That ball's going to get down. Cal Raleigh, the base hit, throw to the plate is not in time, and the Mariners win. Julio Rodriguez scores the game-winning run. Cal Raleigh with the game-winning single. And the Mariners get the dub. The Marlins were already eliminated, and now you know why. After our second round of cuts, we're going to look at the standings here. The National League East leaders are the Phillies at 17-8. They lead the Nationals by 2 games. As we look at the Central, you've got the Brewers at 14-12, 1 game up on the Cubs, who are right at 500. And over in the National League West, the Giants with a commanding 6.5 game lead over the Padres. They're at 19-7. But I'm more interested in the Dodgers right now. They're 12-13. Could they be the next National League team to be eliminated? You're going to have to wait to find out. If you enjoyed this episode of the MLB Guillotine, make sure you leave it a like, subscribe to become one of the Burger Bros, subscribe for more MLB Guillotine content, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.